Welcome back to Snackcast.
What's up, people?
So we're still on the subject of inflammation, and we're going to come at you with a couple of interesting points of information today. So,
yesterday I kind of were on the last Snackcast, if you're there. I talked about, I kind of like left a pin in it and talked about cytokine storm, but I don't think I did a good job of wrapping it around why I think it's so important. Why don't you tell them what you learned about cytokine storms?
Well, I did. I left. I went and researched it. And it turns out, matter of fact, that most of the people that passed away from COVID-19 suffered the cytokine storm.
What is a cytokine storm?
Cytokine is in the body. I'm not an expert. I wrote stuff down so I didn't screw this up, right? But the cytokine storm was an aggressive inflammatory response. Pro-inflammatory cytokines were released to combat the virus. And what does it say? Activation of the inflammatory pathways was overloaded. It tried so hard to fight the virus that the entire body, organs, lungs became inflamed.
Okay. So that's layman's terms. I'll also throw out layman's terms. So this virus attacked fat cells, as viruses do. They need energy, right? So they go into fat storage. You can imagine fat storage being little different closed cubicles, right? They go into the fat storage. They open up the fat stores. They attack the fat that's in there for the energy. What's in the fat other than just energy? Okay. All the crap that you've been eating that the body couldn't deal with over the last however many years.
Gotcha.
Okay. So imagine this virus. The virus goes in. Let's have a party. Let's open all the doors at once. Boom, 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 boom. Not only is your body dealing with a virus, now it has to also deal with all the open doors of fat systems. So your body goes into survival mode. Let's attack everything.
Everything.
Right? Makes sense, right? So I thought it was really neat to bring up, and like I said, I didn't do a really good job of connecting the dots yesterday on how that pertained to inflammation, but I think you did a good job of wrapping that up. So why did I bring this up? Because I think that we're at this point in society still, and we've been here for a long time. You call it COVID-19. I call it XYZ virus that's next that will do the same thing. It doesn't matter.
Why will it do the same thing? Segue.
Because we're still...
Because at the root cause...
we still are obese. We still have ridiculously bad eating habits. We have poor nutrition, lack of exercise. We are unhealthy human beings, and literally you are 1 foot on a banana peel and another in a grave.
So yesterday we talked about how to know whether you're inflamed, and one of those is belly fat.
I think that's a great segue.
Which kind of led us into this next piece of discovery. We watched a video, I can't remember the doctor's name, but we watched a video on the 3 different types of belly fat and what do they mean, right?
Okay.
Kind of a self-diagnosis of, oh, I got something going on, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So
belly fat was a big indication that you got some sort of inflammation going on.
Right. So he called them sagging, protruding, and lower pooch. And in summary,
none of them sound really attractive.
my summary of those is the sagging is your normal obese fat.
It's right. Everybody has it, right? Everybody has the sagging.
To an extent.
I mean, your marathoner guy coming out of South Africa running 4-minute miles, he probably doesn't have a lot of sagging belly fat. But most humans.
And the point being is that to correct that type is mainly diet. Yeah, exercise is going to help, and there's actually some connections with stressors, release of cortisol.
Right. Yep, we talked about in epigenetics.
But it's just your basically unhealthy American lifestyle.
Okay.
Right.
So it's not deadly. It can be.
Oh, of course.
But it's not.
Cardiac disease is still the number one killer outside of COVID.
We're lumping all of that in together.
Right. So the other one was protruding, and I think we've all seen this guy.
Okay.
Right. It's mostly in men. They look generally healthy head to toe, but they've got like a pregnant belly.
Like literally pregnant. Like you could. I've seen females not have a belly like that.
Right.
Pregnant.
Right. So I think we've all seen that guy. That one is.
He's normally in a mankini, isn't he, on the beach?
I don't know what beach you hang out at, but there's a special one over at Fort DeSoto I can point you to.
Oh, no thanks. I'm good.
There's that one is mostly related to the liver, damage to the liver, excessive alcohol. It's actually the liver is purging fluids into a sac in the abdomen. And that's why it's so hard and round. And
but it's not always alcohol, right? I mean, I've known people with that belly that really don't have alcohol. They're not alcoholics. Sure, they don't drink.
I mean, it's the human body. It's not 1 + 1 all the time.
Right.
But in large part, it's a liver issue. Whether it's alcohol or not, it's a liver issue.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right?
That's what I was going with.
So then the last one was the lower pooch, right? And that's the one where like you're mainly skinny, but then it's just that hanging at the bottom, right?
Okay.
So
what does that mean?
I want to point out the treatment for the first one was mostly diet. The middle one is behavior, right?
Okay.
You probably are doing something alcohol. The last one,
or you got a severe illness with your liver that you have to address.
Sure. The last one, the lower pooch, is mainly caused from too much estrogen, which is why you see it mostly in women.
Okay.
Right? But it's the one that is treated the best with exercise.
Interesting.
So it's kind of diet over here, something in your behavioral pattern or general health is wrong, and exercise. Now, obviously, if you've got the lower pooch, you probably still want to eat healthy. It's not like you have a free pass to hit up, Waffle House 3 days, 3 times a day. But the number one remedy for that is exercise. So diet, behavior, exercise, depending on kind of the shape you're dealing with.
And the symptoms that you have.
Right.
Wow.
So different examples of an inflammatory response due to different behaviors. Right? Too many carbs over here, too much alcohol over here.
Not enough exercise.
Not enough exercise over here.
Interesting. Well, man, so that's deep.
It was really cool. I totally enjoyed it. I wish I could think of his name because I'd give him a shout out, but whoever you are, we appreciated the video.
So we'll go into other types. So we knocked out belly fat. We'll go into other types of inflammation tomorrow on tomorrow's Snackcast.
Yeah.
And
get it. I can take my glasses off because I don't need my notes anymore.
Okay. So why don't you close this out?
Questions, comments, concerns, hit us at snackcast@yes.fit. I don't care if you think we're right or if you think we're idiots. We'd love to hear it.
Stay moving.
See you.